Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me and welcome to the show. My name is Trent Mancy. I am the project manager of the group that we have playfully been calling Demola because we're a Demola team and working for YLE, our client. Before I get any further, I would like to introduce, I'll have them introduce themselves, the team.
I'm Thiago from Brazil, 3D and technical.
I'm Laura from Catalonia and I'm a designer.
Hey, I'm Rosanna from Finland and I made 3D graphics.
I'm Lauri from Finland and I've been working on a technical.
So, we're here to tell you about integrating augmented reality and motion tracking into television broadcasts, especially at YLE. YLE asked us a question. They said, how can we make their virtual studio more engaging? You know those green screen programs where you have a host that's standing there and there's pictures behind them, but they're not doing anything with the photos. They asked us for an inexpensive way to have some real-time motion capture with 3D objects. Now, that's really hard. So after researching their equipment and realizing that without spending lots of money, we had not a lot of options, we decided to check out augmented reality. Augmented reality will allow real-time interaction with the graphics from the host. It cuts the cost of labor and time spent in post-production. It adds a fun, interactive, and exciting new element into the current programming, and most of all, it brings the human touch back into the virtual studio. So, augmented reality. We've got these markers behind us, and these are just sample markers. The markers can look like anything you want. What we do is we program them so that when the camera sees them, a 3D image pops out. That image can be animated so that it actually has an animation. We can also control it. We've taken the professional studio cameras that they have, these are HD cameras, and we've altered them so that they can see the live feed and that they can actually see the graphics. And that's this way, YLE can put any sort of graphics that they want right out of those markers. Oops. So, instead of me talking about it, let's show you how it works, all right? We're going to change the lighting a little bit because we're going to replicate a studio as much as we can, so bear with us on the eyes. So one of the things we wanted to do was really work with their current programming instead of having to make them write new scripts, cast new actors. We're working with them on shows of some of their children's shows, like Pikkukaupponen and Bolfori. We've come up with a couple different ways for them to integrate this product into their programming. First of all, storytelling through virtual pop-up books. If you notice, Thiago has a book. On that book, he has a marker. When he opens it, we have a pre-animation that we've done this beforehand that automatically animates itself as soon as it catches the marker. If he closes it again, and he opens it again, it'll start back over from the beginning. That's one way that they can use this. Number two, real-time interaction between the host and the markers. These markers not only project the images, but they can also act as virtual buttons. So, the next case we're going to see, on the right, he has the marker. On the left, he has buttons. If he covers up the button, the image will get bigger or smaller, depending on what he does. You can also use this to start an animation, stop an animation, rotate it, do all sorts of different types of things for it. And this is just a sample scenario that we created. This is maybe the most exciting one, using the augmented reality plus the Kinect. We've created a character. We have a panda bear. The story behind the panda bear, we wanted to, because we're such a multinational group, and I have a daughter who's Finnish and American, we thought it would be fun to have some sort of bilingual show that they could use. But with the Kinect, you can't actually do a whole lot. So if you notice, Rosanna is moving at the Kinect, and the panda bear is receiving her thing. And now Thiago can actually move around and have that there. So we thought the panda bear would be a fun way to sort of act as a little translator or something like that between the two different languages. What's really exciting about this is that the possibilities are endless. It's up to you to use it how you want to. Now that we've done all the legwork, they can create all the different types of illusions or different things that they want. For instance, there have been projects that have put an augmented reality marker up on the wall, and then it has a sort of an inlaid 3D graphic, so it looks like there's a hole in the wall, and you can see, the street behind it, or you can look down and there's gas coming up, something like that. People can wear a T-shirt and have it project a third arm out of their chest, something like that. There's all sorts of different ways to do this. One thing that we're really excited about is we're meeting with YLE and the producers of the TV show, of the children's show, so that we can talk with them about ways that they can integrate this further in different types of programming. So while competitors have been struggling, trying to develop new technologies to solve this problem, we've been successfully combining pre-existing technologies with great new results. One thing that's actually really interesting about this, all of the systems that we used was all freeware. We didn't pay for any of the no, we didn't steal it, but it all is free licensing so that you can use it. Now, if YLE does decide that they want to develop this for the programming, they can of course buy something that's a little bit more expensive, maybe a little bit more higher quality or something. But all of this was open source. So with augmented reality, we're bringing that human touch back into the virtual studio. Thank you very much. Are there any questions at all you guys have?
That was 4 minutes, 55 seconds.
Woo! Yeah.
Almost like a track.
Yeah. Any questions from back here or up here?
What was the most difficult thing here?
Honestly, deciding what direction to go. We spent 3 or 4 weeks in the beginning without any clue. We researched it because they have a really expensive infrared motion tracking camera system, but that only tracks the cameras and not the bodies. So we spent a long time kind of researching, okay, how much does it cost for the motion track suits and the balls and different options. Finally, we came across the augmented reality and we decided to try and make it work. And from then, it's just been a lot of fun coming up with the different ways that they could use it and integrate it into their system. Any other questions? No? Check out.
One more question.
Yeah.
Who other players other than YLE can use this system, or do you have any plans to continue the development?
Absolutely. We're actually in talks with them right now. We're at a point now where our contractual obligation with them is finished. We've created the demo, and it's up to their standards of what they wanted. But we've actually talked to them about continuing on from here on out and coming up with new ways for them to use it and different types of things too. And from what I understand, they have a couple more projects with Demola already in the next session. So I don't know if it's the same stuff or different things. But we would love to, approach other TV stations and other, for the news, children's shows, all sorts of different things. There's lots of ways that you can use it.
CNN, BBC.
Yeah, exactly. CNN, BBC, all those Fox News. Any other? Yeah.
Have you seen our TV show with something like using something like?
Not at all. Not augmented reality. And what's great is other programs can actually make the markers a photo of someone or something else like that. And it's interesting. If anyone knows the show Bullfording, it's a children's show, and they have it's like a detective show, and they have clues. And it's set in the future, and right now they just project the clues flat against the wall. So this is an immediate way that they can use, have it come out of the little marker, and even they can put a little spaceship or a Bullfording symbol, right? And then they can make it bigger, they can turn it, they can really of course you can't see it as an actor on stage, but as you're acting, you have to try and convince people that you can see it. So that's one of the most immediate ways that they can use this. All right, anyways, thank you very much, guys. Enjoy the rest of the day.